welcome to a whole new world of curated decentralized applications. With Discover, you can easily find the latest and greatest dApps living on Ethereum that are also mobile optimized, interesting, useful on a day-to-day basis, and that implement the best privacy standards currently in practice. On the site here, you can see that we divide our dApps into various different categories, which is one of the options that you can choose when you submit. And this video will take you through the entire submissions process. It does not require any technical knowledge, any developers, any programming skills. You can submit your dApp directly through the sites as is. As you can see, we have a highest ranked section here, and that is because you can also choose to stake SNT in your dApp when you submit it so that it would appear in this ranked section of the best dApps currently accessible. Submitting is really an easy process. If you come to the bottom of the site here in the footer, you can click on the appropriate button. There are two screens, the first of which will tell you exactly how the ranking system works. It makes the point that those who stake the most SNT rank highest. It's very simple. However, we have one caveat where the more SNT you stake, the cheaper it is for the community to downvote you, and we hope that this will balance out in a game theoretic way the ranking system so that the best and most useful dApps bubble up to the surface. Once you've read through the information about how the ranking works using a bonded curve, you can click on Continue. This will take you to the simple terms and conditions screen. We've tried to make this as easy to read as possible so you can actually sort of go through and see that each section has a brief summary of what it's really about. If you want to dig in further and understand the exact legal mechanics, you can do so, but it should be easy enough to read in a minute to get a sense of what the real terms and conditions are and where the law applies. Once you're happy with that, you can choose to get started. And this is as simple as putting in your email so that we can contact you in the case that we need to review your dApp, the name of your dApp. Let's go with that. Give us a short description. We'll choose that. Give us the dApp at which the URL at which your dApp lives. You can then choose an image. If I go to I think the Infinite Heart is probably the one that I would like to. You can do all sorts of stuff with your image, scale it. I'm quite happy with it is like that. And then choose your category. So I think that this is a good game. Once you're happy with that, it'll take you through to the final screen where you can choose how much SNT you want to stake on this dApp. I'm going to choose 150. It's going to have an effect on the ranking of 150 SNT, and it's going to take it to number one in the games category. Once I'm happy with that, I can stake and publish. We should have MetaMask dialog pop up, whether you're using Status, MetaMask, Ledger, Trust, Wallet Connects. It should all work together. That's the beauty of Ethereum. Once you're happy, you can confirm the transaction. And then we just need to wait for this to confirm on the network. Now that the transaction has been confirmed on Ropsten, we can see our demo video dApp, which we staked 150 SNT on, ranking at the highest of that section. It's also possible to submit dApps without staking any SNT, and to prove it, I'll just take you through the same process again. You just have to read the same two screens. Once you're happy with that, you can come in again, put in your email, so that we can get in contact with you if we need to query anything on the review. Let's give it a name. Give it a short description. Let's just go with that for the URL. Again, you can choose an image. I think the Shahada is a nice one. And this time we'll choose marketplaces. Go through to the final screen. You can see that you can still hit the publish button here without staking any SNT. And if you do, it should pop up with a message that says, thank you for submitting, and your dApp will be reviewed soon. So the people who run dapp.ps will go through, make sure that it's mobile optimized and that it implements the best current privacy standards like EIP 1102, and if they're happy that it does, then they will approve it. As you can see here, we've already done this with another app. that has 0 S&T staked on it, and once approved you can see that it appears both in the recently added section and this is in the other section. So if we go into our other category, we should see the DApp there, and it's these categories are also all ranked by S&T individually. So if there were other DApps in this category that had more S&T stakes on it, they would appear above Terre. And that is it. So we really hope you enjoy using this site. We really hope that it becomes the most useful site in terms of finding interesting and applicable DApps, particularly those that are mobile optimized and easy to use on mobile screens, because that's clearly where the world is going and where the next 3 billion are going to be coming online in. And so please come and participate in our ranking game, stake a bit of S&T, see if you can get above your friends, and let's make sure that the DApps that are providing the most value to the community rank at the top of the list.